Hello and welcome back. We are live with the second map between Triumph and 100 Thieves. And it was an early win for the 100 Thieves on Triumph's map pick. We'll see whether he can bounce back now on Dust2. Joining me again is Beat. How are you doing again?
Let me give you a quick prediction. It's not going to happen.
Okay. Well, that's quick. 2-0 prediction, 400 Thieves there from Jeet, and I'm on board with him. I think Triumph, they lost their chance on that first map. It's a pretty good first half that they showed, but yeah, it was it slipped away from them in that second half, and now it is going to be Triumph. Gonna just hold the line on this piston around. They are on the CT side. It is 100 Thieves pushing fast in towards this A site, using short as their entry point. And they have one player on the lurk towards the B site, but it's Gratisfaction who's going to be able to open things up on A. Penny shakes Zula. Now finding a little bit of damage. Penny and Moose actually want to find the kills. And it will be Gratisfaction and Liaz now to try and defend this site. That's shutting them down towards long. Gets one kill. Probably needed a little bit more there. Gratisfaction can still find this round, especially as he takes down Moose. Leaves 100 Thieves. Leaves himself in a 1v1. Surely Ryan doesn't try and go for the Cali here. He has a little bit of an attempt, but as he pushes forward with the kit, no armor. Gratisfaction. He'll be able to finish him off and continue in the form from the previous map. Who else would it be to close out a 1 versus 2 on the pistol round?
Yeah, exactly. Gratisfaction, he's been shining tremendously in 100 Thieves, and he's been doing that for quite some time. And honestly, I've had a look out for Gratisfaction for so long. He's such a solid player, and all throughout he's fairly consistent. Like, oh, what just happened? That looked like it was full sprint as well.
Well, no way for him to win a clutch out this round. He's dead.
Oh my.
Oh dear. Well, that's the punishment coming through. Try and quickly secure themselves an opening with this force by the scout of Ryan. And the missed smoke actually onto the little corner of the door there.
That shouldn't happen. That's like the easiest smoke to land.
Yeah. Oh well. They'll divert their attention instead. They'll head out towards long. You know what? Screw mid. Didn't want to go there anyway. Now, 100 Thieves. They are a man down, obviously. Gratisfaction getting clattered through the mid doors. They'll set up smoke to cover the cross. Goodbye, Junior. A flashbang from Azza allows Jacob a pretty quick shot. Shake Zula. Is he going to go for a push through the smoke here? Is he going to try and just look for someone peering their head over the top of the ledge? He's just going to hold the line for the moment, wait for his teammates to rotate in. Doesn't want to give up the even advantage that they have that smoke on towards the catwalk. Usually seen by T's trying to push in towards the site. This time it's a CT trying to get back in and boost. Ryan's going to take a little bit of damage. And Hunch with the kill on towards Shakes. They are just going to back away. Save these weapons into the next round of 3-on-4 is not going to go their way.
I actually quite like that that attempt there with the boost above the smoke. Unfortunately, it's something that we've seen before, and due to that, as I pointed out, 100 Thieves, they have a lot of experience, so they've definitely seen it before. Also, they've watched a lot of demos, of course. During this online time, their coaches every single coach they've had a lot of time to watch demos, of course, and help out the team with setting up like anti-strats for retakes and all that good stuff. And seeing as it's something we've seen before, we saw a bit of a delayed spray coming through the smoke, which actually dealt a decent amount of damage onto Ryan. Ryan did catch an insane shot early in that round, so we gotta give him props for that. As I said, I think he was more or less in full sprint for that one. But 100 Thieves starting off strong, and as we pointed out, as long as 100 Thieves takes the victory over Triumph, 100 Thieves are secured a spot in the playoffs, and there's absolutely no chance for KS to make it through.
Certainly, and well, he's been locked up in this one, as is just gung-ho in towards CT. Couple kills for him on the Mac 10. Now, I'll Triumph 2 Deagles. That's all they have to work with. Just try and hold them in towards his B site. Penny moves. Can they find any damage to the 100 Thieves here? Gratisfaction's going to be pushing forwards. Out towards the door, actually, from Grat. Lets him walk in towards the site. He can't find the shots, though. Spray isn't there, and Penny will nail him with the Deagle. Not that they really want to try and carry him back 10 in towards the next round. It's more just about keeping the armor that they have alive.
Real quick, just to clear up, I see the chat is coming after me for saying that Gratisfaction is consistent. I want to save myself a little bit here. I'm not going to be backtracking because he is consistent. But what I mean about consistency is not necessarily that you're ranking in like a top performance every single game. It just means that you're dealing a lot of damage every single round, and you have a high impact in every single game. And looking at it at his HLTV page, I can see that that is actually true. So just want to pat myself on the back. I guess that's what I'm doing here.
Not wrong, giving yourself a little pat on the back, as 100 Thieves will probably pat themselves on the back for that hit towards long. They get themselves a 3-on-2, and passing through the smoke, Junior and Jacob. Now Jacob has a huge chance here for a double. He fires off a little early, though, and will only tag down Ryan. Triumph have themselves a chance to get in towards this A site, but that Molotov will hold them back. And I think with that, they're not just going to go for the save. Jacob, long range, will finish off what he started. Lil cuts him down as he tries to escape. Junior's just going to try and hold on to this AWP. Very nice AWP as well. Hopefully skin that.
Chase coming through. Asa goes down. We still have Jacob on a chase through T-spawn. That's a nice shot from Junior. Good catch on that one. So a lot of money here in the hands of 100 Thieves, which is why they decide to go for that chase.
Yeah.
Because it is obviously expensive losing 2 players in a situation like that, but they're still sitting on so much money that it doesn't really matter all that much losing those players. Obviously, holding on to the money is always the better idea, but could they take that AWP away from Junior? It would have been preferred. They failed to do so, but it doesn't necessarily mean like a massive deal that they didn't manage to take the orb away from him. It's only really all been play here with Brian. Well, and a deagle.
Yeah, it's a deagle that could find, or could have found a little bit of damage. As it's 3-on-3, 100 Thieves are looking towards the A site yet again. This time they do not have the advantage, and Junior with the orb. Oh, he could have found damage, but instead it's Penny, and that's the bomb dropped as well. There is plenty of time for 100 Thieves to work with, but Penny with the MP9 can now make 100 Thieves nervous, especially as he finds a second spot to the third head, and Penny with the MP9, a sublime free cape, and he will put Triumph on the board. And all it took was the MP9. And 100 Thieves, much like the reverse of the first map, it is Triumph who win it out with the low buy after 4 rounds of play.
Yeah, that's like a mirror of what we saw on Inferno. On Inferno, it was Triumph getting the 4-0, and then 100 Thieves winning a bit of a min buy round. This is the exact opposite. 4-0 for 100 Thieves, and then a very solid min buy victory here for Triumph. And we do have a bit of a technical timeout getting called here. Just have a quick second to see if I can figure out what that is.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing like the first map. We had a bit of a delay, had to switch servers. Hopefully we can get running pretty soon here.
Yeah, we don't have a reasoning for the tech yet. It was Junior calling it, and apparently he didn't tell his teammates exactly why. So, yeah, he just confirmed that he spilled water.
The classic, get the spare mouse pad out, Hopefully it's
Yep.
not gone on any of the peripherals. I assume not, considering it's a... we're getting straight back into things here. Pretty short one. There's always a danger when people spill drinks that it is going to, you know, maybe a bit leaks into the PSU of the computer around the back of the desk, or goes into the mouse of the keyboard and just messes things up. Water, generally though, on the desk is sort of harmless.
Yeah, like the worst thing that happens is that it hits something and you turn it off and you dry it out. It's worse if you spill like
Fizzy
a
drinks
soda,
or something, yeah.
a soda of some sort.
Because that
'Cause then it
dries and
sticks
it's...
and
yeah.
gotta hate that.
Yeah, it's always awkward, and 100 Thieves in this round have given themselves a quick double opening. Penny and Moose to fall. Aggression through mid that gets punished, and now Satisfaction, he's already secured himself 2 on the orb. But Junior, he wants a piece of the action as well. Finding one on towards JKM through those double doors. That's the bomb dropped in a position where they're going to have to go forwards for it. JKS does recover it, but Mr. Savage can't stay alive either as Junior's AWP finds another one. Look at Shakezulla. His position is beautiful. Takes down Gratisfaction with the push through the mid doors, and 100 Thieves, they were already trying to get themselves in towards the A site, but now they have to go back all the way to mid. Liaz and Azza all that remain to try and save the 100 Thieves in this round. The double opening from Grat. All gone in the wind. As Liaz finds one, Junior over the top of the smoke is up. It does connect for a 3rd kill. Bit of a tag there, but Liaz, a nice shot towards Shakes towards top mid. Leaves him 30 seconds on the clock in a 1v1, and he's going to dart over towards those long doors. Going to try and get the bomb planted on A. Junior. Which way is he going to go? He's going to go through CT. Going to try and cut, trying to cut him off on this rotation over, and he will. Nice work from Junior. 4 kills in the round. Secures a second for Triumph, but only just.
See a bit of a chat in the chat about the coach for 100 Thieves. So just to give you guys an idea of what's going on here, we still have Chet coaching for 100 Thieves. So I see some of you guys talking about a rumor going on that he was going to be stepping down from coaching. I haven't personally seen that. Saw that it came out like a couple of hours ago anyway. Obviously, I didn't have time to catch it at that point. But he is on the server currently, so there you have it. Good stuff there from Triumph. Nice idea to make the move, or good timing, I should say, to make the move down towards middle and take that peek up towards the car position. 100 Thieves are now going to be on a fairly limited buy. Only Deagles. They don't really have any utility remaining. We do have JKM on the Kevlar, but that's about it. Saving the most of their money to make sure they can buy out for the next one.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the possibility of 100 Thieves securing this map 2-0, or sorry, in this series 2-0 rather. If they can pick up Dust2 here, and it is their own map pick as well. There's the Secured Inferno, the pick of Triumph. 16-8 that one was. The Triumph not really putting on the show they would have hoped for, as Moose takes a peek in towards the mid or CT from that site, finds one, but it's the pistols from 100 Thieves that are doing damage. They've managed to whittle things into a 2v2. They've got weapons collected as well. Jacob, with the armor, takes a peek towards CT, tags down Shakes, and will put him on just 20 points of health. This is difficult now for Triumph. This is not what they hoped for. This should have been a pretty clean round. This should have been then cleaning up a bit of these 100 Thieves players and securing a nice bit of cash in reserve. But now things are very difficult. Jacob posted toward the tunnels as well, watching for that peak. Finishes off what he started. Leaves it all on Penny. 1 versus 2. And Jacob, with that up, gets himself a second. 100 Thieves, they fight back. What are you going to say?
That's pretty sick there from 100 Thieves. I was kind of biting my nails there for a hot moment because I saw that Jacob, he had the Kevlar. He was wielding the AWP. JKS is actually pretty decent on the AWP, so wouldn't be a bad idea to have him on it either. I think he's actually the secondary AWP for 100 Thieves, if I'm not completely mistaken. I know that chat will definitely correct me on that one, if I'm wrong. But JKS didn't have Kevlar, so to have him on the AWP would probably have been a pretty decent idea in that situation. But it's also tough because you're in a 2-on-2. You gotta be ready for your opponents, like whenever they want to push in. So you can't really be sitting there swapping weapons at that point.
Oh. And get ourselves into the next round. 100 Thieves. Got the full buy up. JPS in a bit of an awkward position. Being pushed from a few different angles. Molotov behind him allows him to face forwards and get a couple kills. But Sheikh Zullet will finish him off with a deagle. That's an M4 they can pick up. Moose will collect that one as the 100 Thieves, as we get a nice little camera from above. Do get the bomb planted. Triumph are even going to go for anything in this round here. They've got, what, 2 Deagles, M4, no armor. Looks like the Deagles are just posting up to try and find a bit of damage, as the 100 Thieves players will probably try and exit the site. Jake Zullet. He's going to try and peek in, but the opportunity's gone. They've all exited out towards long, and 100 Thieves, that's 6 on the board. They start recovering in this game. A couple of rounds here for them. Boost it onto a 6-2 scoreline. Triumph, they look like they might be able to fight back. Similar fashion to how 100 Thieves did in that first map of Inferno. 100 Thieves have stopped them short. They are realists. I don't believe in fantasies.
And furthermore, they are the realist in this one as well. Obviously, as we pointed out, they are the favorites, and they're doing pretty well to show that. A bit of a struggle bus there towards the later stages of the first half, but they're bringing it back. And JKS, that's a nice shot, fully blinded through the smoke. Asa finds one through the smoke. Junior trying his best to find anything at all. He's forced to go for the repeat through that molly. He actually called for the smoke, but it came out a little bit too late. Eventually, he goes down. Junior did manage to find a kill before he got taken out, but... Ooh, the timing on that nade?
A little bit of damage, yeah.
Went a little bit too far, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's all up towards Moose and Ryan, and look at Leaz on this flank! Oh, that is beautiful. He's going to find the kill on towards Moose, and that leaves Ryan on his lonesome, a 1 versus 3 to try and bring something Triumph's way. There's another kill, looking for more, the third! Can't quite find Azza. In the Molotov, he stands and fights, and Ryan is able to find 3. But that was close. That was very close. 100 Thieves breaking out in cold sweats there as he found himself a triplet of kills. And, well, it's still a 7th for the 100 Thieves. But Triumph, they're going to keep the 100 Thieves a little bit honest.
Those kills were so clean. The first kill was more or less a 180 headshot, which was ridiculous in itself. And had he died after that, wouldn't have been that big a deal. I would still have given him a pat on the back. But the second frag, jumping up on the box there and taking one guy out while making sure he couldn't get spotted from any other angle. Third kill was pretty ridiculous as well. Great stuff, like real good attempt. But we got to be thinking about the numbers at the top of your screen, okay?
The numbers,
it's 7-2.
Mason.
Yeah. It's tough here for Triumph, and that's what we expected for this one. They are the underdogs. This is a really good match for 100 Thieves. It is going to be an uphill struggle the entire way through. And we're already seeing signs of that, and I don't think it's going to get any easier here for Triumph.
I think someone in the chat just asked if I've got a Scottish accent.
I don't hope they were asking me, though, because, like, my accent isn't even English, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming it's me. No, it is not Scottish. Sorry to disappoint if you are a Scottish fanatic, but hold off on the accents for a moment, because Penny and Moose and Ryan, they're finding a little bit of form towards mid. A quick triplet of kills come through between them, and that's put 100 Thieves in a bit of an awkward position. With JKS trying to get his way in towards the B side. It is vacated of Triumph players. Rat and him are going to have to try and secure themselves a 2-on-4 here. Coming through the tunnels, JKS. Did he spot them out there? Was he just missing the timing? He has spotted them out now. Can't find the kills, but Grat finds 2. Make it 3. How has he done this? A collateral with the AWP. Leaves it 1v1 against Moose. And playing around this Xbox, can he find the shots needed? He spots out Moose, trying to get a little cheeky, but 4 is all he can find. And it will be Moose securing the final kill, putting Triumph on 3 as they secure an eco round. Well, I say eco round, they did bring in an AWP. but it was pistols around it, and Triumph. Holy hell. A lot of heroics coming out from both these sides at the moment. Grat gets a collateral towards the tunnel, is able to find a quick shot as well onto the third. Not quite able to close it down there. JKS needed to at least find one in that situation.
I don't know, like, that round kind of got me at a loss of words, honestly. It looked like a clean-cut round, and then it wasn't, and then it was. Like, I'm so confused at that round.
Yeah, I mean, that B site is such a fortress when you're defending it as a T player.
That's true.
Yeah, it's... You can often put up a lot of high frags in that situation. Shame JKS wasn't able to find anything. Mr. Savage just thought, you know what, Grat, I'll let you take this one. I believe in you. And must have been the pressure getting towards him. Grat, there we go. Good team in the form. He's looked so good this series as they push in towards a site of 5 on 4 for them. Sheikh Zula, secondary up. We saw him use it on Inferno to mix results. JKS does just about get that kill. Probably took a fair few bullets more than he'd hoped for in that one. Right, does eventually land, and now 100 Thieves, they are just trying to clean out house here. Just 3 players are trying to remain, but Moose gonna make sure they pay for trying to take these guns away.
Gratisfaction taking care of Moose. Moose only finding one for that one. Shake. Good positioning here, but ooh, Gratisfaction dying. That helps Shake out massively. But another round on the board here for 100 Thieves, and now Triumph, they gotta pull something out of the good old bag, like we saw on Inferno. On Inferno, it was 4-0 favoring Triumph, then 8 rounds in a row for 100 Thieves to make it 4-8, and then Triumph managed to bring it back to make it an 8-7.5. So I mean, there's still slight hope, because I didn't think there was much hope on Inferno, and they proved me wrong on that one. There is still slight hope on this one, but obviously a bit of a better map here for 100 Thieves, so it's obviously not going to be easy. I'm certainly hoping that we get to see at least 5 rounds on the CT side here for Triumph.
Yeah, I think 5 rounds minimum needed for Triumph here, as the debate continues about what my accent is in the chat. I'm assuming, because I think we've established yours is Danish. JKS has established that Ryan is dead with that headshot, but for those who are really interested, it is North English. I'm from the north of England, so that's maybe why I'm being confused with Welsh and Scottish, but certainly I'm neither of those.
I swear, chat is weird sometimes, man. We have a banger of a game, and all they care about is our accents. I don't understand.
Well, hopefully Triumph can make it a bit more of a banger of a game, as they're sort of being punished in this round. 5 on 3. No!
It's like the 4th time now.
That one was just so unfortunate. Goes for the shot, and just as he takes the shot, they slightly move. Junior Scope Team can't even see Jacob jump to his right. Shame, as now it's Moose all on his lonesome, and 100 Thieves, they're going to secure a 9th.
Yeah, obviously not a whole lot left for him to do in this one. We do have another hunt coming through, and this time around 100 Thieves don't actually have a whole lot of money to do that with, but with Jacob taking Moose down without losing his life, that helps out massively. 100 Thieves, 3 players staying alive is going to keep that money going upwards, trending upwards. And obviously, furthermore, Triumph is going to be a little bit limited for this round. I said I wanted to see 5 rounds for the first half in favor of Triumph.
Let's see. I know they've got the pistols. They've been sort of effective with them.
That's true.
So, well, that's a lot of early damage. Get some flex seal on that bad boy, because Leaz and Jacob, they're down on less than 20 points of health for third nade. As I was going to say, if it comes in, it would be beautiful, but it does come in. Sheikh Zula will finish off Jacob, who's tried to stick around to hold them back, but it's lost his life. And Penny, oh, there we go, gets one. Can't quite find the shots with the Deagle to find any more, but Ryan's going to swing in. P250 in hand, leaves it all up towards Grata. 1 versus 4 once again with this all up towards B site. Can he hold them back? He tried to go for the plant, a little peek out, gets the fake through, and now they're just going to push him down. He needs to find the shots, but Shakezilla around the side will punish him, and Triumph, there you go. Another eco round coming through, and what is going on? This is
madness.
This is too much for me.
Yeah, it's absolute madness. Scenes, man. Scenes. Isn't that what you say in the UK?
It is absolute scenes. It's a banger. Barn burner. All we need now is some dual Berettas.
It's a ting, man.
No.
I don't know.
That's for that's
weird thing.
No, ting is it is a saying in the UK.
It's
Probably
for your side girl or something, right?
Sorry?
It's mostly for your side girl or something, right? I don't know.
I'm not too in with Amanda, so I don't know. That's another little word for the Brits out there.
I don't know either. All I know is that Triumph somehow managed to pull out a 4th, and now it actually seems likely that they might get a 5th. But hey, nothing is set in stone. We could see 100 Thieves pull up the last 2, but we can also see both of them going to Triumph or split them. Anything is possible at this point in time. Triumph pulled it back somehow in that previous round. Is that the 3rd here on Dust2 already, or is it only the 2nd? I think it might just be the 2nd. Either way, 100 Thieves are now going to be setting up for the mid to B split. This is a very traditional setup here on Dust2, something we see time and time again. But look at this play from Moose.
How did you not realize?
Through the smoke. Oh, the flashbang coming through as well. He only catches one though, but Shake and Junior are there to help out. Shake finds another. The AUG in play.
Oh my lord. I don't... The 100 Thieves, I don't know what happened. Because... was it JKS who was basically touching cloth with Moose in that smoke? Because... like, surely you realise, okay, it's taken me a long time to get through this smoke, and I've had to walk around something. That should not be happening. The flashbang, I don't know if it helps Moose out or makes things worse for him there. It's all just a bit of chaos in mid. And it's, well, it is Triumph who eventually come out on top with the kills coming through. But as we head into the last round, they've achieved that 5 rounds. Somehow. They've gotten the 5 on the board that you asked for.
And now, as I pointed out, there's actually a real good chance of them to make it 6, as they don't have a lot of money to work with, and Moose blinded through the smoke. He sprays, he prays, and it worked out fine. He finds a 3rd. Shake trying to shut it down here with that AUG once more. Azar all on his lonesome. Won't even get the 2nd as Ryan shuts him down from the tunnels. 6th round on the board here for Triumph. Again, they managed to pull it back towards the very end of that first half. Exactly what they did on, well, very, very close to what they did on Inferno. It looked like it was going mostly in the favor of 100 Thieves, but somehow Triumph still managed to get something done for this one.
Yeah, and a pretty manic end to the game. They're picking up quite a few eco rounds, and certainly that is a big bonus. Them 100 Thieves going to be feeling like they let quite a bit slip in that first half, as they'll be switching over towards the CT half. And also, people in chat still can't deal with the fact of accents. And I'm trying to guess where from the north I am. I've had Barnsley, Yorkshire, Grimsby. Big up Yorkshire. Nah, I'd never big up Yorkshire. Someone said the other caster is Swedish.
Yeah, I decided to ignore that because that's like an insult. We don't say stuff like that, okay?
Lancashire. Oh, God. This is horrible.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Chad. Chad has definitely lost it at this point, but who haven't lost it yet is Triumph, as they're still trying their absolute greatest to pull this one back. And they've done a pretty good job here towards the last couple of rounds in this first half, as said. 100 Thieves, we saw them, like, in that second half come out swinging like absolute madmen. And if they can pull that off, if they can pick up the pistol here, I feel like it's going to be incredibly tough for Triumph to bring it back. However, if Triumph pick up the pistol, there is still slight chance of them bringing this one back. We still got to remember, though, this map is a strong map for 100 Thieves, and they've looked pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and it is sort of a bit of a puggy map. If sort of to explain that, it's one way you can just sort of win out a lot with aim, and Triumph actually doing better than I expected in that regard. Which is why they've won out so many of these sort of the low econ buys, where they've just been able to sort of get behind and get under the skin of 100 Thieves and sort of pick up kills where they really shouldn't be. If it was any other map, this would be a very clean-cut victory for 100 Thieves, I think. But yeah. Someone just said as well, UK accent's the most satisfying to hear, but the most fun one is Australian. And I can get behind that.
I agree that completely.
I can get behind that.
Like, the Australian casters are so funny to watch.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, if you're not super into Counter-Strike and watching Counter-Strike commentary, watch Australian matches. They're so good at drawing you in, and like with weird banter and stuff like that. It's just great overall.
I think that's why IEM Sydney was such a big success, because they did get a couple of the Aussie casters on that one. Great opportunity for those guys, and it was a great tournament to watch. Just the Aussie fans as well, a great sort of atmosphere, great sort of group of people. I do love the Australians quite a lot, and yeah, totally agree with that statement.
Real quick, before we get too far into this one, I see that the freeze time, the halftime has just been unpaused, so we aren't going to be heading into that second half. But before we do so, I just want to remind you guys that 100 Thieves, they just need to take the victory over Triumph to make it through to playoff. If they fail to do so, however, it's on to Chaos. And Chaos are currently playing against Furia. Furia took the victory on that first map. But in the second map, Chaos are leading currently 15-10. So, I mean, I guess this is not over yet. Like, there's still a chance for Triumph. And it seems like Chaos are playing their, like, out of their absolute mind to try and see if they can make it to playoffs.
Yep, and, well, the 100 Thieves, they'll be certainly hoping they can take things 2-0. All they need to do is win at this, and it doesn't even matter what Chaos do. Is Jacob was hoping for a little bit of a cheeky trigger discipline play, but as they come around the corner, the second player does check. Now, up to 100 Thieves to try and retake this B bomb site, but a nice shot from Mr. Savage does give them a bit of hope. Penny, nice opening, and Ryan coming from behind. It's all coming Triumph's way now as they clean things up. They'll find a 7th and close things up a little bit to the 100 Thieves.
Good pick up with the pistol. As I pointed out, pretty important for them to pick up that pistol. They managed to do so. But now we got the scouts in play, and we know for a fact that Dust2 is the, well, probably the best scout map in the entire map pool. Like, even with all the maps that are not in the current map pool, I'll probably say that this is the scout map. The scout map.
The definitive scout map. It's also the Mag 7 map. Jacob, he was proud with that weapon. As a, he'll make it his scout map as he finds an opening, make it a double with that weapon. As he looks for a little bit more, he can't stop fragging. Eventually, Junior will make him stop. Down, boy. As he finally puts him to rest, but it's only Sheikh Zula and Junior. A 2 versus 3, and damage done. Strewn across the battlefield, the bodies lie. It's all up towards the 2 of them, an AK and a scout, to try and find something here. What do they do in this situation?
It's a good question, but I think they're actually doing the right thing now. So what they're currently doing is not necessarily, you know, they're not necessarily doing a rotation. They're holding back and waiting for their opponents to think that they might have rotated to try and force them a little bit out of position here. And that Molly is definitely going to help a little bit.
Yeah, now
Clears up elevator.
Yeah, the double smokes as well to enable the cross. They actually play him a little bit deeper than the default setup ones you can do. As Jacob, is he going to go first? He's trying to shoot in towards the site, but with the Mag 7, not going to be able to penetrate the corner of that box. Sheikh Zuller will instead rip his head off. 2v2 as Junior's up, as soon as Scout rather does collect the head of JKS, leaving Lee as a 1v1. As he finds the trade, tags onto Sheikh Zuller, but can't find the shot. The AK will win that one out, and it will be Triumph just about securing the 8th there. A bit of a bloodbath, but they get it done.
Yeah, but again, as I mentioned, Dust2 definitely the battleground of the scouts. We saw 5 scout kills in that round. That's pretty massive. 2 kills obviously on Junior, and then 3 kills on the 100 Thieves side of it for Acer. But yeah, Acer definitely.
Yeah, 3 scout kills, pretty nice.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And 100 Thieves, they're just left with pretty much base USPs. Flashbang for Azza. Try and give some sort of chance at a kill. But it's, well, it's a kill for the P250 of Lias, I guess. There's an opening, and oh no. Be careful, Triumph. That's the bomb drop top mid, and now the CTs are going to be hounding you. Sheikh Zuller and Ryan, though, they are going to try and step things up, clean things out. Azza is able to secure a 3rd kill. And another costly round for the Triumph side, but they do find 9. They do tie things up.
Tied up 9 apiece. Obviously, we got to keep in mind that 100 Thieves managed to secure the victory on the first map, giving them a real good opportunity to secure a victory in this one in general. But if by some weird, I wouldn't say coincidence, but if somehow Triumph manage to bring this one back and potentially find a victory here on Dust2, we do have a 3rd map in store, which would be
Mirage.
Mirage if that happens, yeah. And Mirage is again an interesting one because like they're like stat wise they're pretty equal on that one actually. Obviously, 100 Thieves would still be the better team and should still close it out, but with how Triumph are playing and how they've managed to secure so many eco victories, I mean, anything is possible.
Yep, certainly, and that's a nice opening. That is exactly what Triumph wanted to get in towards this round, and look at the push from Penny. Oh, that is almost everything. Gets one. Will get shut down by JKS, but a lot of damage done. Triumph will sit themselves in that 4-on-3. Gratisfactions up. Never one to shy away from a fight. At least not in this series. Does deal with that flank on towards short. The remaining Triumph player is going to be pushing up through the long position, and Gratisfaction nails another 2 for him. Looking for a little bit more. Junior's up, going to get in towards the site, get that bomb down, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 retake for the 100 Thieves. But with JKS on just 20 points of health, if the Triumph side had a nade, that could have been a very difficult day for him, but luckily they do not. And look at Moose's position. He's pushed in towards CT. He knows that angle's clear. Junior only has to worry about long and short, and as they push forward, Moose is going to cover him for short and allow him to take the peak, but missed shots is going to lead to Junior going down. Gratisfaction and JKS will shut it down, and it will be 100 Thieves securing the 10th as the guns come out. 9 Triumph the lead in this game.
That's such a good retake from 100 Thieves. 3 players against 2 for the retake. And it's difficult to retake when you have that many players up on the short position and you still have a player on site. Because you can play around those boxes, but 100 Thieves, they played it very well to make sure they get up close towards the boxes as quickly as possible, given the opportunity to shut down any attempt from the player who was sitting on the site still. And at that point, leave that final player to deal with the well, leave the player who's still up on shot to deal with that final player is what I'm trying to say. So really good retake here from 100 Thieves. They managed to pick up the first gun round for the second half, making it 10-9 in their favor. Bit of a pause coming through. It's a tactical from Triumph.
Yeah, they've not got much money to work with here. Shakezilla's bought up a couple of flashbangs. They'll keep the money around that 2.5k mark probably. But I'm expecting Penny maybe buys up a little bit unless they want to drop over an AWP in the next buy round, which they may decide to do here. As no point wasting the cash on a round like this when you're not going to have much chance of finding stuff despite the rounds that they found in the first half. Right. Junior's just glocked him down mid. JKS falls. At least he found 1 kill before he went down, and Shakezilla's been able to recover that AK. Jeez, is it going to be happening again? I'll try. I'm going to eco 100 Thieves to find a 10th. It would be too much for me.
Yeah, again, I'm kind of at a loss of words. I mean, obviously they've only gotten 1 kill here, but we've seen these eco rounds here from Triumph and how successful they've been time and time again. We saw it on Inferno. We've seen it a couple of times, maybe a triage of times here on Dust2. Triumph pretty solid on their pistols. Gratisfaction is in a good position with the AWP here, though. Should be able to make something happen for this one. Obviously a good player to have in a position like this because he's very solid on his flicks. Saw that on Inferno. As I say that, he actually misses one. It takes a pretty good damage in the return.
Yep, then now they push in towards the A site. Up through short, all 4 of them will push. Shakezilla still has that AK, but the missed smoke, it might cost them a little bit. Or actually, is it missed? No, it gives them the sightlines over the top, and it doesn't even matter, though. 100 Thieves will shut it down. A second kill does come through. That'll be all they can find. And it will be Triumph falling, but a nice little couple kills. I thought for a moment that smoke was a missed one for the wall smoke, but I think I've actually seen that one before quite a lot. And I think it just allows them to push through onto the site with a bit of cover below while seen over it. Bit of a one-way, I think.
It's actually it's actually a one-way smoke.
Yeah.
So it lands on the boost there, and it allows you to peek in towards the bomb side without really getting spotted.
Yeah.
JKS, he peeks above from pit, finds a nice little double. Junior?
He must have
Well,
disconnected.
well, he definitely did. But what was Jakem doing? Like, how did it take him that long to kill a player who was standing completely still? That's awkward, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because it's hard to say whether how much it's affected the round. Obviously, he's posted up watching mid, and we have had the player disconnect, which is why now Gratisfaction looks like he's on a Triumph side. Don't worry, he is still on the CT side, and we don't have 2 JKS on the server either. As it finishes off the final kill, he will be 100 Thieves to a 12th, and unfortunately, there's not going to be any restart for that round, I don't believe, because there was plenty of damage done already.
Yeah. So the rule for anyone who's not super familiar with how the ruling works on lackouts and stuff like that, the ruling is if there's been fired a shot or used any utility or any damage dealt, then you cannot replay the round. However, if both teams agree, so let's say that you shoot a couple of bullets early in the round, not towards your opponent, but like in spawn or whatever. If both teams agree, like if you lack out right after that, and both teams agree to stop the round and have it restarted, you can do that as long as both teams agree. But if one of the teams don't agree with it, then it goes back to the ruling, basically.
Okay.
But obviously in this situation, when damage is dealt, tough luck.
Kills were found, yeah. Yeah, 100 Thieves, though. They'll secure themselves a 12th on the board now. And we just wait for the player to reconnect. It's unfortunate, of course. Junior disconnects. I mean, I don't know how much earlier he disconnected before the kill actually came through onto him. But obviously, it couldn't have been that long. Obviously, he was still in the server.
Yeah, so a way to do it, if he disconnects early and your teammates realize, What you gotta do is type, it's either dot stop or exclamation point stop in all chat, and then your opponents will see it, and they'll also type stop
Yeah.
if they agree to it. Obviously, like if nades were thrown or whatever, they can decide not to type stop.
And we will just be waiting for Junior to head his way back into the server. As Triumph, they sit 3 rounds behind. He is now back in. And hopefully we'll be getting going shortly again. Hopefully it's not going to be a recurring or lingering issue for him in this game. I'd hate to see network issues, PC issues, whatever it may be, from rampant. Actually, was Junior the one who spilled water before?
Yes, he was.
Interesting notes. I mean, not going to read too much into it. Maybe a little bit of the spillage not cleaned up correctly or missed. Who knows?
I mean, you're right. I didn't even think about that, but
I
I
mean,
don't
it's
think
a
that had
long
anything
shot.
to
It's
do
a
with it.
long
Yeah,
shot, but yeah.
So for you to, like, if you spill water and for that to have any effect on like your connection to the server, you either need to fry your PC, so the water reaching your PC somehow,
Yeah.
or like shorting the like
This is the plug,
the
essentially.
Ethernet connection on your motherboard or something like that, right? Because if you just spill it on your desk and it hits like your peripherals, it doesn't have any effect on. It might have an effect on like your hearing if it reaches your. Honestly, if it reaches your headphones, then
So,
you're really good
this
at spilling water.
it's more than a spillage. That's just that's playing in the rain.
Yeah, that's talent in my opinion. Like if you manage to spill water and it reaches your headphone, like you got to get a medal for that of some sort.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying.
Just imagine someone mid-round just trying to like drink water and just like sort of just
Yeah.
just launching it at their own face just
And
over and over again.
then he gets scared because someone was shooting at him, and
Yeah.
like water
Just a
is
bit of a
everywhere
jump
all of
scare.
a sudden.
Scout through mids and just sees Grat's head pop up and nail him. Just.
I can completely see that. Like, oh, could you imagine that happening at LAN? I would laugh my ass off. That would be so funny.
Oh, that
Oh,
would.
I can't wait until we get LAN events again.
Yeah.
It's coming soonish. So
Yeah. There's the global challenge.
yep.
Back end of December, just before Christmas. That's going to be running. As long as conditions will permit it. The plan is to go to LAN. Hopefully they can do it. But if things don't work out, it is just a small LAN, just sort of no crowds as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, and furthermore, they also spoke about for EPT 21.
The tweet today in the
They
video.
Yeah, they tweeted it out earlier today, so I would definitely consider if any of you guys are interested in following along with all the updates. Obviously, make sure you head over to Twitter, and follow ESL CS. Over there, you'll find all the information about upcoming events. Well, you'll actually find clips from these streams as well. I'm not sure if they're doing clips on this stream particularly, but they're definitely doing on the main stream. So definitely check that out. And while you're over there, you can hit me up with a follow along with Dan. That's at official_GIETE, or Dan Chan. That's DANCHAN CSGO.
Yes, correct. A follow would mean a lot to me. I don't have many of them. I cherish every single one of them. I think I've got 253.
It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. I have like a decent amount of followers, but I have no one commenting anything on any of my posts.
Oh, mine are most of mine are a lot of people I've worked with and close friends and the like. So always nice to see them about on the Twitter page. Also, go on.
I don't think like a lot of percentage of people in Denmark actually uses Twitter. I think it's mostly people who do anything in the like technology, I guess, industry or whatever. Like if you're working in esports, if you're working any technology firm or whatever. I don't know, software firm or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the layman in Denmark doesn't really use Twitter.
Yeah, and well, if you're wondering why we're rambling, we are just waiting for this game to get back going. Junior did join the server, disconnected again, and now has rejoined. Not sure how much longer this is going to be, but hopefully it won't be too much longer. Because, well, I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying this game. And I want to get back into things, see if Triumph can force this to a third map. 100 Thieves, though, they've got the slight lead, and they are hoping that this will be closed down in 2, just to book themselves that spot in the playoffs for the Pro League NA. If they win, doesn't matter what else happens, they will have secured a spot.
And real quick, I just got information that the problem here is that Junior, his Counter-Strike, so the game client is in desktop mode even when he pulls it into full screen. And for some weird reason, he can't change that. So he's having some issues with the game itself. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully the admin can help him out and get that sorted out somehow. Or maybe his coach can help him out, or I don't know. But yeah, hopefully we get it sorted soon so we can get back into the game. And in the meantime, once again, I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of a reminder of how it went over in the Furia Chaos department. So they're actually heading into a third map. First map was Nuke in that one. That was chosen by Chaos, and Furia took a 16-8 victory on it. Second map of that series was Inferno, chosen by Furia. Chaos took a 16-10 victory, and now they're going to be heading into Overpass. So obviously, as I pointed out earlier, Chaos doing their absolute greatest to make sure that they give themselves the best opportunity of making it through. And at that point, if Chaos managed to beat out Furia on Overpass, they have to have Triumph take the victory over 100 Thieves. If Triumph managed to do that, and Chaos managed to take the victory over Furia, then it's going to be Chaos making it into playoffs rather than 100 Thieves. I see someone in chat saying that he's seen me cast ESL matches since Optic had a Danish roster. That is true. I've been casting ESL matches for the last 6 years, I think. Actually 7 years, but I started in Danish, and I don't think a lot of you guys followed along with that. But no. I have been casting for ESL for quite some time.
I've been casting for about a week.
You've been doing great. Again, it's not about quantity; it's about quality.
Looks like we are getting back into the game. Junior, though,
he's still out of it.
Yeah, he's not happy with what's going on right now, and it doesn't seem like his team care anymore. They just want to play.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. I would have loved. Wait, he's back.
He's in the server. Maybe just changes some settings. Changes some settings. That's all it was.
He's moving straight to his death.
Straight in a downward trajectory towards the floor. As it is just Penny now, and Gratisfaction will clean that up. So just one kill found for the Triumph side there as we get back live. 100 Thieves. 13 on the board. Now, Triumph, can they find something here with the 4 AK-47s and the EWP Junior going glass cannon on his AWP. No armor for him. We'll see if he can pick up an opening kill. If he can do so, that would certainly help out the team. He's not going to be looking for a pick down mid, though. He's instead heading over towards that B site and maybe able to get there just as JKM arrives. Jacob, rather. 100 Thieves going to be under a bit of pressure towards this B site. Triumph are going to look to go forwards, but Jacob's AWP Well, it's not good. It misses the first shot. He gets a dink with the P250, but Penny is just going to annihilate them both. JKS's Molotov will finish off a kill. But it's a 3-on-4 and 100 Thieves. They don't fancy their chances. They're just going to back away. Allow Triumph to 10. I'll save these weapons because, I mean, they have a bit of cash in reserve, 100 Thieves. You can see, like, Liaz, Jacob, JKS, all above the 5k mark. As from Gratification, a little bit less. So keeping a couple weapons alive does just help to keep the economy strong. They'll get themselves everything they need for that next round, along with possibly a round after. Just if they, I think they'll have enough cash for round after as well.
So Triumph do manage to secure their double digits. To get the job done in this round and get a little bit closer to tying it up, but obviously still 3 rounds deficit. Still got a bit of an uphill struggle here, and furthermore, pressure must be amounting at this point because they know, well, maybe not. First of all, they don't really have a whole lot to play for in this one. Triumph don't have any chance of making it to playoffs, but obviously they want to prove their worth here in Pro League. And in the other, like, on the other hand, they're down 1-0 in maps. And they're down by 3 now. So a pretty good chance here for 100 Thieves to close it out 2-0. That's got to put a little bit of pressure at the very least.
Yeah, Gratification. He's in the chance there on the shot and gets tagged down in return, but 100 Thieves. They're still sitting a 5-on-4. And that's what you really want here as the 100 Thieves side. Is it was Azza who found the opening kill, both him and Grata around that 30 HP mark. Penny's going to have to deploy a smoke just to give him a bit of cover as that Molotov lands at his feet. And Zarks on the observer camera, giving us this nice little view as the smokes come through. Gratification posts up with the Orplo, who's looking to find the damage here as they make their way in. There's a nice shot onto Junior, taking down the Orpa of the Triumph side. Penny towards short, needs to find the shot, can't get it, and Jake Zullers, though, he's got himself the second Orp in his hands. Moose has recovered the other one. And they need to try and defend this site with the double Orp. Moose gets one. Can they find anything else here? Moose finds himself a double, makes things possible for Sheikh Zuller, but 10 seconds on the clock. He needs to get this bomb planted. As he goes for it, he's going to get spammed around the edge of the smoke. Liaz will shut it down, and it will be Triumph falling against the 100 Thieves here. They'll make it to double digits in the previous round, but 100 Thieves, they bounce back with those saved weapons and secure 14 as they get closer and closer to finding this in a 2-0 fashion.
They're just 2 rounds away from shutting it down at this point, 100 Thieves. And again, with them taking the victory over Triumph, it doesn't matter how any of the other games goes. If 100 Thieves takes the victory over Triumph, which looks likely at this point, they will secure a spot for playoffs regardless of any of the other matches. This is quite an interesting positioning here from Gratification. This is not something we see all that often, and there's the reason for it. Now, we do have Liaz in a good position, but if you miss that first shot, if Triumph just straight up bolted forward, there was a really good chance that they could have caught Gratification. They decided to hold back as they had an idea that could have been other players close by, and they were right. Instead, they fall back entirely and actually set up for what seems to be some sort of aggression over towards that B-bomb site now.
Ryan only has a deagle. He's going to have to be a bit of a workhorse for his team. Try and make something work with that deagle. He's just going to be the bait instead. And as they push forward, the bait, well, that's not how you work it. Jacob and JKS, they do just annihilate everything as they push in towards B, leaving 2 alive. Moose towards mid. Gonna get shut down by Grat, and it will only be Junior. An AWP and a dream. And Spam tags him down to 50. He will put the bullet through JKS's heart. Looking for more. There goes Jacob. A bullet through the dome is even more effective. And that leaves just Gratisfaction and Liaz. A 2-on-1. But coming in from the backlines, Liaz is ensuring that Junior cannot escape the tag onto Grat. It puts him low. And he's going to be hunting for this frag. But 10 seconds on the clock. Liaz will be coming in from behind in a moment. Doesn't matter if Grat will shut him down like that. That was close for Junior. He put things in a winnable situation for himself there. Liaz was always going to be a thorn in the backside, even if he'd managed to collect that kill onto Grat. But there was a potential victory there. But it's our 15. It's match point for 100 Thieves as they look to try and close out the 2-0.
One more round on the board will secure the spot for playoffs. And obviously a bit of a rough buy here for Triumph. Nate toss up towards top of middle, deals a bit of damage, not a whole lot though. Molly, good timing on that, up on short. They get caught behind it. Forced to stay back for a little bit. Another Nate toss, that actually hit quite well. Falling back towards middle instead. We do have one player sitting up there. That's JKS. Move closer towards the B bomb site instead. JKS holding down the fort for now. He's got another teammate close by. It is going to be that mid to B split. JKM, oh, he gets taken down. Shake shuts him out. Ryan and Moose, they find kills. Again, we're going to see a bit of a broken buy. Work out somehow. I guess working wonders for Triumph. Junior as well, hitting a nice shot there onto Azet. And Gratisfaction, obviously, not a whole lot left for him to do. Oh, wow, a clean round for Triumph.
Is Penny going to salvage that up as well? Yes. They come out with a full kit of weapons as well. 100 Thieves, they have absolutely nothing. Gratisfaction and Liaz, they're both above that 5k mark. But look at the rest of the team. They are going to have to take a bit of a partial here. Maybe Grat and Liaz drop over a few pistols. Excuse me. I swallow too much air. And they're going to just have to... Actually, they're just going to buy up absolutely nothing. It's going to be a USP Armada towards long. A couple of flashbangs purchased by Grat to try and enable them a kill or two. But Penny just spraying for the smoke secures. That first Moose drops into pit, and that'll be the last thing he does as he's going to get taken down. But the spray is enough for Triumph. They'll just lose that one player, secure themselves 12, and they'll keep themselves in this game.
And not out of it at all. 15-12. They still need 3 more rounds in a row as well. And that's just to push this one into OT. But 100 Thieves, they're sort of at their last straw in terms of economy for this one. Lias is a little bit broken.
Oh, the auto!
Broke at least. Yeah, auto coming through here from Shake. Kind of interesting to see him pull it out at this point in time. Because it's not like they're swimming in money.
Yeah, it's not a situation where they've got like they're set for the rest of the half. If they, well, I mean, it doesn't matter either way really, because if they lose a round, it's 100 Thieves winning. But certainly they want to keep enough cash in reserve so that they can get the rebuy through. If say if they win a round, but they have only one or even no players surviving. So they do need to be a little bit careful in that regard. They're all right for the time being. They got the cash. It's all good in for them.
Oh, no.
Oh, Penny, that's not what you like to see. That's not what you want to see. And, well, that means no smoke towards CT.
How does it land up there? I don't think I've ever seen anyone botch it out in such a way that it actually lands on top of that little arch thingy.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Actually, I have. You'd be surprised at things you see in ESL.
Penny, nice double shake.
What?
Penny with a triple. There you have it. That's 15-13 now. Triumph. They're now just 2 rounds away from bringing this to OT. One more round probably going to be found here, as we do have a bit of an eco in the hands of 100 Thieves.
This is... I don't like this. I mean, this is good. Yeah, it's going to be 14 for Triumph, as you say. Auto's out again. 2 of them this time. There's, I think Sponge would say the Dak-Daks. Those Aussies in their weird terms. But it is going to be a Mag 7 for Jacob. A Deagle for Razza that's going aggressive up mid. A few USPs is all they have to work with. They try and find damage. Penny gets dinked down early on. You'll need to be a little bit careful.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, Ryan closing at things here for Triumph, securing a couple nice kills, but Jacob's shotgun. There's $900 and a kill onto Penny. Anything here for the 100 fees will be a little bit nice, but breaking the economy of Triumph isn't their biggest issue right now. And it leaves it all up towards Jacob and JKS. An AK of salvage for Jacob. JKS just with the USP. And a smoke to try and allow them a little bit further forward. They're actually going to boost up over the top. Jacob's going to be able to find anything. He spots out Shakes. And around the edge of the smoke, but can't find the shots. JKS will just recover the AK and try and back away. It will be 14 for Triumph. As we expected, Moose is going to be holding the back lines, ensuring that AK is not going to be able to escape. And well, this is going to go to the full 30 rounds here. As try and force OT in the second map of Dust2. They're performing above expectations here on Dust2. After losing their map pick of Inferno, it looked like it was going to be a done deal, but now they show life. They show perseverance. And 100 Thieves, they're showing signs of a few beads of sweat dripping down the edges of their faces as they sit just 1 round ahead of Triumph, who are going to be trying to force things to overtime. No pause taken, interestingly. They're going to go straight into things. Grat with the AUG, but it's Glass Cannon. A few M4s, the AUG for Jacob. It's the autos again, and it's the autos that find a kill on towards said Jacob. And he goes down early, and that allows Ryan just to bolt straight in towards his B site. Triumph, they have a huge chance. JKS, that's a pivotal kill. Finding Ryan, reclaiming that B site back before the rest of those Triumph players can push their way in.
Yeah, that's incredibly important. Had he come up just a little bit short on that one, JKS, or even if he died in that situation, that would have been awful and probably the round going in the favor of Triumph. But now they actually have a chance of holding on to the round here. But as we look at the minimap, we'll see that Triumph are setting up for a B hit. JKS just now making his move back. That's a good nade, though.
Yeah, that's going to soften them up a lot as they try and push forward. JKS, the sole defender at the moment, does have Liaz not too far away to try and provide a bit of support. But as he pushes forward, he needs to get an opening. Gets one. Liaz comes in for a second, but his teammate's down. Liaz needs to try and hold the ground from Car here. Could 100 Thieves do this? The Molotov, it's not going to go in towards Liaz's position. He's able to hold his ground. It's all up towards Sheikh Zula, but 1 kill. It's not enough. Azza, he'll close it down and secure 100 Thieves the second map. And a 2-0 score as they will take down Triumph. But as we said, they've been putting up great